Bocchi The Rock is a show that I'm very late on. Everyone be talking about this series a month ago, and I'm just now talking about it after a couple of weeks of the show ending. Shit, man, could have gotten like 20,000 views out of it too. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about how good the show is and why it is so great, because let's be honest, everyone already knows why. Instead, we're going to figure out the objective answer to who is the best waifu or girl in Bocchi The Rock. I sound like a fucking degenerate right now, but hey, gotta cash in those views, so y'all fuckers better watch it! So this is how it's gonna work. We're going to have a bunch of rounds. One for personality, one for looks, and yada yada yada, etc. Whoever wins the round gets a point, and whoever gets the most points wins. Oh, fucking loser for doing this. Kill me. Since we know the rules, let's get to round one, which is... We all love their personalities. Kita's cheerful attitude, Nijika's positive spirit, Ryo's, I don't fucking know what her personality is. I guess a broke high schooler who is always in debt. And we got Bocchi, which got some, She got some of the nicest personalities I've ever seen! Okay, let's start with the jokes, even though I didn't really want it to be a joke. Anyways, they all got unique personalities. When I first watched the show, I thought Bocchi or Nijika was going to be my favorite. And honestly, they're still pretty fucking good, because I still found Bocchi amusing and enjoyable to watch, because she is goddamn relatable. Because social anxiety was a thing I had when COVID started to die down, and we all had to go back to school face to face. Shit was awkward as fuck because I was too busy streaming Minecraft like a fucking loser and everyone else was getting along just fine. Nijika is also a great character as she is the soul of the fucking band, keeping everyone together and such. And plus, she did the fucking thing, bro! Bocchi The Rock! I really liked her as she was a fun, likable, and positive character. As my friend Cthulhu said, we all need a Nijika in our lives. Although the other characters had personalities that outshined hers, doesn't mean she is bad, it's just that she just feels like a K-On character for the most part. I do like her hot sister better though, not gonna lie. Next up we got Kita. Kita at first was just a gay, red-haired lesbian. I know a friend who would hate that. We just want to fuck arguably the best character of the show, according to my biased reasons, Ryo. Until she became an actual interesting character that I really enjoyed watching. As an extrovert herself, her personality really plays off well with Bocchi, who is the exact opposite of being an extrovert, which increases my enjoyment of watching her. It showed what type of person she is when she signed Bocchi up for the school band performance, even though she said that she knew that Bocchi didn't really want to go. She probably knows just from a gut feeling that Bocchi really wanted to go, but she was just too nervous. This act of hers showed me how supportive of a character she really is. You know, Nijika was also supportive from the very beginning, but what matters here is character development, and that is what Kita has. As for Ryo, however, she's a fucking broke asshole who steals people's money and is always brutally honest and definitely wouldn't be fun to hang around with. And that is exactly why we love her, baby! Ryo is an interesting character. While not really likable if you knew her IRL, she is definitely likable in this scenario. Bocchi is really hilarious when it comes to her jokes, but Ryo is definitely really funny as well. I really can't explain what it is that is so good about Ryo. I don't know, I think she's just charismatic and enjoyable to watch. But she's such an asshole who is dumb as fuck, who makes people pay for her shit despite her clearly being able to afford the shit she wants. It's just that she just spends her money on less important shit, so it leaves her broke. Wait, I think I know why I like her now. Now, I really hate choosing a winner for this as they're all equally good, but to this round, I might have to go with... Sorry for all you Bocchi or Kita or even Nijika fans out there, but I really find Ryo's personality hilarious and enjoyable to watch. I was originally going to give this round to Bocchi, but after rewatching some scenes with both characters, I realized that Ryo is the GOAT, cry about it. This one is a bit of an obscure round because normally they won't rate their waifus based off shit like this. But honestly, I thought it would be interesting, since there are some roles that I like better than the others. Let's start off with Bocchi as the lead guitarist. I ain't a fan of guitars or guitarists in general, but let's be honest, she's carrying the band, bro. She also did this cool thing with her guitar, which is just an ultimate flex move. I did not know what the fuck she was doing when I was watching this show, but goddamn, that was hype. I was never really a fan of the guitar, but I guess I started to grow some respect for it after the show. Yeah, call me a loser, I don't give a shit. I get inspiration from anime, alright? What the fuck are you gonna do about it, huh? And now we got Ryo, the bassist. Honestly, kind of mid, not gonna lie. Hey, listen to that. Listen, man, don't flag me for this shit, but I do not know a single thing about the bass. That is why I don't really care for it. I've always seen it as a downgraded, less beautiful sounding guitar. Well, I stopped thinking about the bass like that since my friend is really passionate about the bass. But it's just alright to me, I guess. So I don't think Ryo is getting the point for this one. Next up, we got the drummer, Nijika. And hot take, again, I fucking love the drummers. From what I can tell, my friends don't really like the drummer role usually. But I've always thought that it sounded very cool. So Nijika could get the point for this round. But our next one is a big contender. Kita is the singer of the band, and I guess the support guitarist or the rhythm guitarist, I'm not too sure. Anyways, we as Bocchi The Rock stans love the songs that they play. And it's obvious that Kita is a massive factor to why we like said songs. As the singer, she's going to bring light to what they are playing, cause guess what? She's the damn singer. If the singers have a good singing voice and catchy vocals, I think that's what you call them, I wouldn't really care about how mediocre or mid the instrumentals are. Let's take a look at the scene where they all get nervous and mess up their timing while playing the song that they're doing. While yes, it's obvious that the drums are offbeat, it still sounds fairly good, especially the singing voice. So I think the reaction the audience gave, which was, "This is kind of ass," or "This is a waste of time," was undeserved. This one's a close one, but the winner has to be... yeah, Nijika. Close call, but to be honest, the thing that I focus on the most when it comes to songs or music are the drum beats and the singer itself. But it's kind of unfair to count the singer in my opinion, because totally separate from like instrumentals, you know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, the drum really carries and should be recognized a lot more. Justice for Nijika, bro. Bocchi's character design is fairly simple but really appealing, and probably way more unique than the others. She got those two sex toys in the side of her head. Overall, she's just pretty simple in terms of character design. The only standout feature is the shirt or sweater, because most of the Keisoku band have that school uniform type of shit instead of Bocchi's more casual fit. Let's get to Ryo, and honestly, it's pretty fucking basic. She's probably got the most basic wear out of all of them. The only thing that is fairly unique about her is, you guessed it, her hair. Her shirt is, well, yeah, okay, it's just a plain white shirt with a little tie there, and occasionally puts on a black sweater. Oh yeah, and she got a little speck there too, so that's a bonus point. Kita is the most unoriginal, but she's got one of the most appealing designs. There's nothing particularly stand out about her, but I'm a big fan of her hair because red is the superior color. Fuck y'all. She's probably got the second best looking uniform, because Nijika and Ryo's uniform look MFing basic. Now let's take a look at Nijika's design, and I just gotta get this out of the way first. The Dorito thing on the top of her head, fucking godly. If y'all sliced that Dorito thing on her head with a pair of scissors, I would not even recognize her. That's like Clark Kent without his glasses. He'll just look like Superman. But yeah, besides that, her design is just kind of basic, which I'm honestly kind of glad about, because we all know what One Piece did to make their character designs look unique, bro. I don't want Ryo to look like Big Mom. This is a joke, by the way. I know characters can look unique without looking like Big Mom, okay? Her outfit is basically the same as Ryo's, with the only difference being that there's a bow tie near her neck. Overall, they're all simple but appealing to look at, which is pretty good, honestly. Bro, I sound like my teacher explaining why the oversimplified logo changes are good. Oh, it's simple, but it's unique. Oh. For this round, I'm giving the point to... Kita. Sorry for all you Rio fans out there. I'm also a Rio fan, so you know, no offense. But remember here, guys, I'm giving you all the objective answer, not my biased looking opinion. As I said, while Kita has one of the most simplistic designs, I find it the most appealing. Now, I'm not gonna say anything more in this section because y'all will call me a pedophile even though they're freaking older than me, guys. Well, enough with that. Time to move on to the final round, which is... comedy, the main core of Bocchi The Rock. I love every character equally when it comes to the comedy. Well timed, greatly delivered. It's gonna give me a chuckle every once in a while. Bocchi is a character filled to the brim with comedy. She makes great use of her social anxiety to deliver a decent joke. While sometimes it may be a hit or miss, I really do get a chuckle out of her a lot, which is fucking rare for an anime. The only anime that gave me a bunch of laughs is Mob Psycho, but that's really about it. Humor in anime is kind of alright, nothing really amazing, but Bocchi The Rock makes great use of their humor by telling it through a lot of their visuals. For example, the stop motion scenes and this blender scene for some fucking reason. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Bocchi does her humor greatly, and the show's humor is mostly just Bocchi. Like, around 50% of the show's humor revolves around Bocchi, so she's bound to get a few laughs out of me. Now, we get to Kita, basically the polar opposite of Bocchi. She doesn't really get a lot of creative humor, but her personality, which is basically the objective version of being extroverted, again, plays off well with Bocchi's rather opposite approach with her, you know, social anxiety. With Nijika, while she has a lot of good moments in the show, I really can't pinpoint a specific joke that she did. She probably has a lot of good jokes, but I really can't think of one right now. Ryo is one of the funniest characters of the show. Unlike Bocchi, who has some hit or misses, Ryo always gets a smile or a chuckle out of me, because she's just a funny character in general, and probably got some of the more memorable jokes in the show. It really is a good thing that every time Ryo enters in with her little comedy routine, I get excited because personal bias. But I'm taking a 360 wheel turn here, because against all odds, I'm giving this round to Bocchi. While Ryo has amazing jokes, Bocchi has the comedy round in her bag, since, as I said, most of the show's humor revolves around her. So she's going to give me more chuckles or the ha-ha-has. So, inevitably, this round will go to... That is all the rounds we have for today, folks. Now, all we gotta do is count all the points and decide a win. Shit, it's a tie. Well, anyways, I decided the best waifu or girl in Bocchi The Rock will have to go to the one and only Drunk Bassist Solos. Fuck y'all.